I think Fox Mulder got it right when he said, trust no one. There's a lot of people out there that prey on other people. And I'm not the kind of person that normally falls for scams, but some of you may know that recently, earlier this month, I had my Facebook account hacked, and the way they did it was very tricky. And I'm going to show you throughout this video how they did it. I've actually got real-time video of them doing it the moment when I was hacked, and how I found out and what I did to get my account back. So let's just get right into it. I was actually contacted by a page that represent Lewis House Management, and I had never heard of Lewis before, so I had to go look him up, and it turns out that he's got quite a following over on YouTube. He does podcasts and talks about, you know, inspirational stories, stuff like that, success, that kind of thing. And I hadn't heard of him before. And then I talked to one of my good friends, Craig, and I told him about it. And he said, oh, yeah, I know who he is. That would be amazing if you could get on his show. And initially, I thought, like, why would he want to interview me? And then, of course, I thought, well, why are you putting yourself down, Chris? I mean, you've actually got a story to tell, so that might be a good opportunity. The email that I got was participating in a podcast with Lewis and also getting $3,000 compensation. Lord knows that I could use that money right now. It would really help me out. But at the same time, I would have been okay with doing the podcast even without compensation. I've never been compensated for a podcast before, so I thought this was a little bit weird, but he is a way bigger YouTuber, so I figured not that big of a deal. I wasn't suspicious in any way, and I thought, why not? I can do a podcast. That would be cool. And my main motivation was yet to get the story out about how I started my channel and everything. But also, for those of you that don't know, I'm working on a movie, A44, and it would be a perfect opportunity to promote that movie. So I said, yeah, I would do this. Let me go through and show you some of the email exchanges that we had. Okay, here is the first email I got from this. Was back on January 4th, and it says Lewis House. And the email is mgmtlewishousepodcast@gmail.com. I didn't see anything suspicious at this point, and it is to the Vegan Zombie, me, and it's the management team. And we're happy to invite you to participate in our online podcast event, which is hosted by Lewis. In the podcast session, we will discuss the ups and downs of life struggles in life and the best thing about your passion, the captivity, narratives spun by authors and writers, the way of success that you pursued, the remarkable journey of entrepreneurship, human rights, and social issues, including socialism. You can also talk about your lifestyle. I thought that was kind of weird, socialism. I've never talked about socialism on my channel, so I did think that that was a little bit weird. But I didn't think that this was a scam in any way at this point. Thoughts and personality. We have selected our podcast platform as Facebook, and it will be live on Facebook pages. We are pleased to offer $3,000 compensation for your participation in the podcast episode. We are sure that you have something special to share with our audience and don't want to miss out on this opportunity, so please join us as a guest speaker on this unique podcast. We believe that such conversations are essential and offer the opportunity to be enlightening, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so they wanted me on their podcast. Best regards, Lewis Management. So then I wrote back to him the next day and I said, when are you planning to do the podcast? Pretty simple. The event will be held January 15th till January 25th, every day, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me know which date works for you. And then I said, okay, is this like a live Facebook interview type podcast? I'm still a little confused. What exactly are we doing? Yep, this is a Facebook online event, and all the artists will be joining us through their respective Facebook pages. So right there, I'm kind of even more confused. I'm like, is this just between me and Lewis, or is this going to be like a big event where there's going to be many different speakers? So then he writes back and says, hi there, hope you're well. You lived a good life last year, but this year I hope you live your best life. You deserve it. Just want to follow up with you because I didn't respond. I wasn't sure yet. Yes, I'm interested in taking part in this live stream. So I made a commitment. I really bad in making commitments, but I made the commitment for January 16th. That sounds good. I just wanted to get it done and over with. January 15th was a holiday, so I opted for January 16th. And then I said, what platform do you use to broadcast on? Will I join that, or do I need to set up? I'm still a little confused, you know? So he writes back and says, sure, we will lock in the 16th for you. This is a Facebook online event, and all the artists will be joining us through their respective Facebook pages. So now I'm like, okay, so it is going to be many other people. I would like to schedule a Zoom call with you to discuss the logistics and technical requirement of this event. This will help us ensure that everything runs smooth. So basically, they wanted to do a preliminary interview with me, so I had to do like a virtual meeting. So, okay, I could do a Zoom tomorrow afternoon. Does 2 or 3 work for you? That was sent on my end at 5:53 in the morning, because I work throughout the night. It says, what time zone are you in? And I said Eastern Standard Time. And he says 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time works for me. I'll send you the link kindly to join through laptop. I think I initially wrote the call that I could do it at 2 or 3. I did at 12 a.m. So when I said tomorrow, I meant that later that day. So we got that kind of confused at first. And I'm on here ready to go. And I said, I'm ready when you are. And he says, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. So right there was a misunderstanding, but I wanted to remain professional. I definitely didn't want to argue. I thought we were on today, but I can do tomorrow. And he said, yeah, you said earlier in the day, 2 p.m. works Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So I said, yes. Initially, I meant today when I first responded, but tomorrow is fine. I'll see you at 2. I just wanted to say, hey, not a big deal. I'll see you tomorrow. I wanted to remain professional. So he said, okay, I'll see you then. And then he said, are we all set for our Zoom meeting in an hour? And I'm getting ready. I'm setting up my camera. I'm getting everything all good. And then he says, are you available for a Zoom meeting? And I said, yes, I am here and ready to go. And then he says, I'm inviting you to schedule a Zoom meeting topic. And he gives me the link and all that stuff. This is the link he gave me right here. And as I'm looking at it right now, I'm wondering if this did anything to my computer, if he's still able to get on my computer. But this was a meeting room. This was a web Zoom. I don't even know what this thing is for this link. I don't know how he got on here. I allowed him to come on here. There was a meeting ID and a password that I put on here. Now, right now, I got to let you know, I was expecting to talk to Lewis. It says Lewis Howes right here. There's also a picture of him. I watched a few of Lewis's videos, so I knew what he sounded like. And right off the bat, this guy had an Indian accent. So I was kind of surprised at first that it wasn't Lewis, but I wasn't really suspicious yet because I just figured Lewis is a busy guy. He's got a way bigger platform than I do, and he probably hired a team to coordinate these things for him. So I didn't think there was anything suspicious at this point. But what I did do, and it wasn't out of suspicion, it was out of just wanting to know what I was doing so I could go back and look at everything I was doing. I started screen recording what this guy was telling me to do on my Facebook page. So basically he had me go through the Facebook page and he was kind of tricking me. He was saying one thing as we were doing another thing. So basically he was having me send out an email to whoever had the email link, and it gave them managerial permission on my Vegan Zombie Facebook business page. And it gave that whoever had this link a managerial role. And he also was making me give away my power. So basically anybody that had this link could come in and basically kick me right out of my own page. So I didn't realize what he was doing. I thought we were getting set up for something. And even after I logged off on this call, I didn't think anything of it until later on that day. And let's just get right into it. Let me show you exactly how it went down, and I'll show you the screen recording of this happening in real time.
You have your page over there. On the left side, you have pages.
Right here.
Yeah. So that's the page we are talking about. So you can again click on people on the left side, and you can see you have like your name over there on the left side on top.
Right. Do I click that?
On the left, on top, people.
People right here?
To the left, no, left side, right on top, users, people.
Okay.
Yeah, now you are on a right spot over here. You can see yourself over there, and your IG is connected. You can see Lightsaber is also there. So there is no online event right now because you never done that before. Invite yourself by clicking on invite people option. There is a invite people button on the right side. There is a blue button.
Right here.
Yeah, right here. And it will ask you to put your email address. So whatever the email is logged in with you, you can put your own email.
Does it have to be my email for Facebook?
No, it can be anything.
Okay.
Whatever is logged in with you, and use any Gmail or anything.
Well, this isn't my Facebook one, but this is the one that you've been reaching me on.
No issues at all. You can click next. Then give yourself full control. From none, you can select manage. Under full control, yeah, from none, select manage. Click next.
Okay, so you see what he did there. This wasn't to give myself full control. This was to send an email out to whoever has the email has full control. So he kind of did that very sneaky. He said one thing while we were doing a different thing.
Click invite. Invite option is there on the right bottom, blue button.
Oh, okay. Do I have to click this first or no?
No, you are already admin, so you don't need to.
So right there, I was looking at that. I was trying to read it. Also, I was trying not to take up too much of his time, so I was trying to go fast by that, which I've learned never do that, and don't just trust what somebody's doing, and find out who they are first. Maybe message try to find another way to message the person that's claiming to be, which I did not do any of that. And everything I'm doing here, I didn't think, like, this was my end. Like, I wasn't going to give away a password or anything. I didn't think I was going to do anything that was going to give up my rights to do this. He completely tricked me. I've never fell for one of these things before. So this is a first for me. And I just want people to know that these hackers are getting a lot more sneaky in the way they're doing it.
All right, click on done. Now you should have received email from Facebook. Just go to your email.
So I got another browser. I got 3 monitors in front of me. I grabbed the tab and I brought it up over to another monitor so I wasn't sharing it with him. That email right there, again, that link that went to my own email address, anybody that, I mean, luckily it went to me, but anybody that has that link automatically is into my Facebook business settings, and they have full control. All he needs is this link, and let me show you how he does it. Yep, get started.
So do the right click on top of get started. Do the right click.
Okay.
And then it will give you options. You can copy link or copy link address, something like that. Now over here, open a new tab.
So he doesn't have me actually click the link like a normal left click, which it would take me there. What he has me do is right click the link, copy the address, and then go put that address in another tab. Now, when I do this, it's going to show up in the screen record. He's obviously screen recording me as well. I'm sharing my screen with him so that he can go through and do all this. And when he does this, all he has to do is grab a screen grab of that and then manually put in that link, and he's in. Right here.
So link copy. Continue with your Facebook.
So that was the link. Obviously, I'm going to blur it out because I don't know if it's still active.
Put your first and last name. Click on continue again. Click on accept invitation.
Okay, so
to put your password because you are already logged in. So you can click on cancel.
So I would not have put my password in there anyway, but that just kind of gave him more credibility. It kind of gave me more trust in him, which you don't trust no one. But he didn't ask me to put my password in, and when he did that, I'm like, okay, that sounds legit. He's not asking for my password, which I wouldn't have done anyway. He says I'm already in there, so I don't need to do it.
This will automatically synchronize your Facebook with your business. So just wait for, you can see the accept invitation button is grayed out. So it's like syncing in. So just wait for, like, it will take like 20-30 seconds and it will automatically refresh. So just wait for that. Once like it's refreshed, you will be able to see online events on your side.
So yeah, that's what he did. So he made online events and online ads. And what I think happened was I've already sent the link, so they're already in. And there was a few of them, a few different names that came in there later on. But what I think happened is they went in and instead of putting like their name, like I would put my name, my first name and my last name, what they did was they said for their first name, online, last name, events. That's what I'm assuming they did because it's going to show up. And to me, the layperson, we just thought it was like, oh, that's just making an online events account so that I can do a live stream with somebody. But that was the actual hackers getting in and being able to be into my admin page for my Facebook business page.
Meanwhile, if you have any questions, anything you have in mind, you can feel free to ask.
So what exactly are we doing? Am I going to join his podcast or am I doing it on my own?
Let me explain that. What we are doing right now is applying for the online event. You are setting up the online event. This is not just for us. This is for everyone. Like in future, if anyone else want like invite you to be a part of their online event, you can simply ask them. You are already enrolled, and they will be able to send you invitation. Now, how the invitation will work? Invitation will work same as Zoom invitation. I sent you the link, and you click on that, and you join the meeting, right? Same like that. When we send you the invitation through Facebook, you click on join event and you will be live through your Facebook page. Wherever the page is connected, you will be live through that page. And you get a whole interface where you can go live, whatever the platforms you want. Simultaneously, you will be live on different platforms. So if we are inviting you on our online event, when you click on join event, you will be live on your page plus on our page as well.
Okay.
So both the audience will be able to see. And it will feel like both the parties are sitting in person with each other. The interface is like that. Although we are virtually connected, but the room will feel like that it's like in-person meeting. Just like a podcast event, if you have seen the Joe Rogan podcast and a lot of other podcast platforms, it will feel same like that.
So what are we going to be talking about, and is it going to be just me or is it going to be a bunch of people?
Actually, it will be one-on-one conversation between you, and you can talk about it. It's like an interview. You can talk about like how you get into this industry, what it takes for you, what are the ups and lows of your life, things like that.
Okay.
Normal journal random questions about your life in journal. It will be like that.
Gotcha. So he's just BSing me right here. And I mean, there was inconsistencies because if you notice, it first started out where there's going to be many people on the stream, and then he says it's just going to be me. And then when he's about to say Lewis, he doesn't say a name. And that might be because they used several different people to do this, because when he called me, I noticed that the thing said, it didn't say Lewis, it said Tony Robbins. And I didn't think anything of it until later on. I just thought maybe he worked with many different creators. All I'm trying to do is get like an idea of what I have to do on this podcast, because I want to be prepared.
Yeah. You can just be yourself, jump onto it, and just go with the flow. That's all you need to do. That's all which is needed.
Okay. So does this usually take this long to?
No, it doesn't take this long. Let's do the manual refresh. On the left side, if you go to...
Oh, it's over here. Okay, yep.
Yeah, give this one a refresh. And let's see if you have online events and other Facebook features as well.
Okay, so if you could see over here, like, so this is supposedly me with full control. So instant articles, in-stream ads, and online events. Pretty sure that they came in and created these as we were talking. That's why I was like, does it normally take this long? Because they went in and created all three of these, and they have full control now. These were not there before, and now they are.
Yeah, you do have your name there. You can see in-stream ads. You can see instant article are also there. So you can, all of them like works under you. You can make them work under you by clicking on this little three dots. You see instant article is also there. Not this one.
No.
That's you. So
Yep.
instant article. Click on instant article, then you can click on this little three dots.
So the instant article might still be my account just with a different name at this point, because this is what he's about to do is take away all privileges.
Then edit business account permissions, and you can, from manage, you can select none. None option should be selected.
Right here or right here?
Manage. Yeah, right here. You can select none. Click on save. Same thing you can do with instant article as well, or in-stream ads. Same thing you can do. Click on this little three dots.
And that's given me no permission to do this, full control?
No, instant article and in-stream ads should have no permission. Only yourself have the full permission. Click on save.
So he's saying only I have full permission, but I'm pretty sure those were me with different names. And now we're taking away my managerial positions by saying none. And he's tricking me by saying I have permission, but these don't. Okay.
Same thing with online email. Now you should be able to see yourself and online events up and running. See that? So you are there, online events are there, everything is perfectly aligned. All we need from this point is just an invitation from our side. That's it.
Okay. And
that's all.
Everything else is self-explanatory?
Self-explanatory. You can, when you get into that, it will be same like going live on Facebook. And the 5 minutes before the event, maybe we can connect and I'll check the sound with you. We will select the interface and we can jump onto it.
Okay. And is this going to change? Is this going to be a lot better running for me now? Is it changed anything if I were to do like a live stream on my own?
It will only give you access to the feature of online event. Beside that, it doesn't change anything.
Okay. See, I'm trying to learn more because I never go to this. I never go to any of these business events. So this was all new to me. I didn't know what any of this stuff was. But you're going to learn that I'm going to become very familiar with it as the next couple days after this. But basically what happened here was I sent out an email for whoever has that link to have full admin positions. And what I did was I made it so I didn't have any here, and they can come in. Anybody that has that permission can come in there and basically take over my page.
You can close this tab. Don't get confused about the business part of Facebook, and you can use your Facebook normally, like facebook.com, as you were doing before. Yeah, that's the interface, and you can use it as normally as you are doing before.
Okay.
All right. So all right. I'll be in touch with you. Let's keep in touch. I'll also send you my direct number on an email. So if you have anything, you can always text me or call me directly. Okay. And let's see how it goes.
All right. Sounds good. Oh, and you said in the original email, it also says there is compensation on this?
Yes, there is $2,000 compensation. And
so, yeah, obviously I wanted to know about that because it just seemed too good to be true. And originally the email said 3,000. Now he says 2,000. So I just wanted to, I mean, not like that would have been that big of a deal because any compensation would have been great. But it just was like there was a little bit of a discrepancy here because he says 2,000.
On 14th of January. It's 10th today. So on 14th, you will be getting paid. On 16th, you're doing the event.
Okay. So
you are getting paid the whole money, like $2,000 upfront payment.
Are you sure it's 2,000? Because in the email right here, it says 3,000.
$3,000.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. It's $3,000, and you will be getting paid that via Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, anything you want. We will make that happen with you.
All right, sounds good. So I will be in touch with you, and if you need me for anything else before we set up, then just email me.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate your time, and let's keep in touch. Let's see how it goes.
All right, sounds good. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Bye.
So that was the moment that I got scammed, and I didn't even really know it. So I'm being hacked as this is going on. And at this point, I shut down my computer and I actually went out to do some errands. So I was gone for about 2 hours before I realized that something weird was happening. So if you can see here, I had several strangers log on and become part of my page, which prompted me to be a little bit concerned. But at the same time, I wasn't sure if this was just like other people that are going to be joining the podcast. I didn't know how this worked at this point yet. I ended up getting on the phone with one of my good friends, and she actually Googled this kind of thing, and she found the exact same scam came up offering a certain amount of money to be on a podcast and then losing control of your Facebook page. And this was exactly the case that happened to me. So I couldn't get home fast enough. And as soon as I got home, sure enough, I went and got on my computer and tried to get into my Facebook page, which I was able to do. And I saw other people in there that I didn't recognize, and I tried to delete them, and I had no permissions to do that. In fact, I had very limited permissions to do anything on there. So from that moment on, I started trying to find out how to report this to Facebook, and I came to the realization after not too long, I spent so many hours and hours and hours, days actually, trying to reach Facebook. Facebook is horrible for this. And if this has happened to you, you probably know what I mean. There's no number you can call. I've called a few numbers and they said they don't take calls for Facebook. I found a few email addresses, like 4 of them, and I sent message to them like every day thereafter. I got no replies. I tried reporting things. I tried following tutorials. I found so many tutorials that I Googled on how to get your page back. All of them just had me running in circles. None of them were working. I read accounts where other people had their Facebook accounts stolen in the same way. One person who had like over 1 million followers got hers taken away, and apparently it took her like 67 days or something like that just to get Facebook to do anything about it. So this was very alarming. I couldn't do anything, and all the while they started posting videos on my Facebook page that I had nothing to do with. And the first time they did it, I was able to go in and delete them all. And then the next time I tried to get in, I was completely blocked. I couldn't get in at all. I couldn't get back in my Facebook page. And this is like very disheartening because like I spent 15 years of really hard work to make this page, to grow this page, and to have a rapport with my followers. And just to know that there was somebody else out there that had full control of my page and impersonating me and posting these videos that I had nothing to do with, nothing to do with the channel. There was nothing I could do except for go on there under my personal account and start posting like, this is not me posting these. This is, I've been hacked. These are not my videos. And I was trying to do that, but they were posting like 6 videos a day. And they were doing this, and I wasn't able to get back in for a few days, actually. I was actually able to get back in to see it. So they blocked me. I couldn't even get back into the business suite. But then I had the idea to go back to that email that they got into my site in the first place, the email that I ended up creating with the managerial position. So I got back in there, and I was able to see things, but I still was not able to do anything. They put themselves with the most power there. So they had all the permissions, and I had the very basics. So at that point, I didn't even bother deleting the videos that they were putting up because I felt if I did that, they were just going to block me again, or maybe at the worst get mad and delete my entire page. Meanwhile, I'm reporting everything I can to Facebook. I even did copyright claims, which they actually just wrote back to me today saying, this isn't the page to do this on. You can get your page taken away for this, and we can't even refer you to anybody. Like, Facebook is horrible. There's no like fail safe that if your account gets taken away because you are the owner, for you to like press a button and get, reset it and get all that back. And it's horrible, for people that got scammed like I did and many others. So what was happening was I was going through, and it actually, I woke up the next morning and said, something, weird is going on with your account. We need to secure your account for you. So let's go through the steps to do this. So I'm like, oh, cool. It says, is this your email address? Yes, it is. Is this your phone number? Yes, it is. Okay, let's go ahead. Did you make these posts? Yes, I did. Did you make these comments? Yes, I did. Okay, change your password. Change my password. Boom, your account is secured. And it's like, I did that several times, but it didn't fix the problem, because the only thing that did was it secured my personal account. But my personal account wasn't the one in question. It was my business Facebook page, which other people now have access to and control of, and I don't. Anybody really with their own account could become an admin on my actual business page, but it really had nothing to do with my main account, which is where I created it from. So I wasn't able to secure my business account, and no matter what I was doing, nothing was working. And I did notice that I was linked up on my Instagram. My Instagram was also linked through Meta on my Facebook. And I was afraid that maybe they were going to be able to go in and take over my Instagram account as well for the Vegan Zombie. And so I logged in there a couple times and nothing seemed displaced or anything like that. So I didn't really think too much of it. And when I went into the business permissions, which you already saw where we went to with the online events and all that stuff, I never saw anything with any Instagram account in there. So I'm like, okay, so my Instagram account's not on there. So I know I'm hooked up. I know I'm linked on Instagram, but there's really nothing they can do because I'm not showing up. So they can't like delete me or do anything like that. So this went on for a few days and no help from Facebook whatsoever. And then one night, late at night, I just had an idea. And I decided to go on my Instagram account again. And I was hooked up to the Meta Facebook. And I had never logged in with my Instagram account before, so I never showed up. But since I linked the accounts, somehow I was an admin of my own account. So what I did was I went on my computer, I logged into Instagram, and then I went to the business suite of the Meta Business Suite, and I logged in there, and I was in. And the first thing I tried to do was see if I could delete these people, and I could. So I deleted all of them. Boom, remove, remove, remove. And then the in-stream and the online ads, events, I wasn't sure if that was me or them or whatever, but I got rid of all of them. Boom, remove, boom, remove, boom, remove. Reinstated my original account, gave myself all my permissions again, and now I'm freaked out because I'm thinking now they're going to find out that I did this and they're going to come back in. I don't know too much about the computers. I know the very basics and what I learned over the last few days of going over everything I could do to try to figure this out on my own. And I was ready for them to come back in and I'd have to like delete them as soon as they came back in. I was able to delete all of their videos, and they had a bunch of videos that were scheduled to go up. And I deleted all of those. I eventually came to the conclusion that so far it looks like I have my page back and I ended up outsmarting these hackers. But I'm still kind of on the fence if anybody has that link, if they could still get back in and hack my account again. I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant about that. And I looked everywhere to no avail. I could not find anything on Facebook that actually worked to be able to cancel an invitation like the email that I sent out. There should be a way to cancel this. And when I Googled it, I found a couple different articles on it, but nothing actually worked for me to be able to cancel that link so nobody else can use it. So that's what I ended up doing to get my account back. I know it's very frustrating, especially when you have a large account, a verified account, and it's your business, you know. I wasn't able to really concentrate on any other work because this was the only thing going through my mind, that somebody had control and they were impersonating me, and how much damage they could do. And I wasn't able to get any other work done those few days that they had my account. And if I didn't figure this out, they'd probably still have my account because Facebook still has done nothing about it, and they never got back to any of my concerns about it. So that's how I got my account back. If this can help anybody else out, I know there's a lot of videos out there of people that got hacked and scammed this way, and I know a lot of people every single day are out there frantically searching for a way to get their account back. I have never seen anything like what I did out there when I was searching, so hopefully my story can help somebody else out. Just don't trust anybody. If somebody sends you something like that that's too good to be true, it most likely is. I've never had anybody offer to pay me for an interview like that, so this was just, yeah, it was too good to be true. And also, maybe I should reach out to Lewis and let him know that they're using his name to do this. Hell, maybe he'll let me tell my story now that this happened to me. Who knows? I ended up writing one last email back to these hackers, and I said, I'm all set and ready to go for Tuesday. And they never wrote back. But yeah, that's it. You can support the channel, pick up one of my hoodies or my ebook below, and just stay safe, watch out for hackers and zombies, and I'll see you guys in the next video.